us sound guys have in our imagination our first great experience. I went to see that show and it was the most awesome thing I've ever seen and heard in my life. That's an emotional reaction that we carry through our imagination of how every sound system should sound. I'm looking for another sound system that will give me that emotional impact.
That's what this room match thing is going to be able to allow us to do, is to go in and be able to present that emotional response. They're very natural and very real sounding, and that to me is very appealing.
The instruments sounded like instruments. The violin sounded like a violin. The saxophone had the edge, kind of a little bit of a cut and a bite, but also it was smooth, and everybody in the room was smiling.
We've got all the advantages of a conventional component or box systems and the advantages of the current line array systems without the problems that they both have.
Recognizing that there were some shortcomings with line array products, excessive reflected energy on sidewalls and back walls, which is what you see with a typical line array element that has a very wide horizontal coverage. And the second big issue in an indoor situation as opposed to an outdoor touring situation where you need a much bigger vertical angle. And when you need more boxes, you have to create a J shape to the array. And in that curved section at the bottom of the array, you have separation between the acoustic elements and you have cancellation effects that take place. Rather than having a single compression driver that feeds a 12-inch or 15-inch slot, we have 6 individual devices that build up and feed that slot. The consequence of that is that the depth is much reduced. But also in the physical way we have been able to put the devices together, it gives us the ability to actually create anything from a straight line of segments to something that has a very deep curvature.
If you want to construct an array where you want to basically throw pretty far to hit the people in the rear seats, but your throw distance is pretty short to hit people in the front and you don't want to overpower them, you can basically create a curved array, or what we call a progressive directivity array. So you pick the horizontal control that you want and then you snap together the vertical modules.
The other thing that is exciting about Room Match is that you've got a product that uses a mid-high frequency horn crossed over at 550 hertz. We're really able to steer 5 octaves of material to the specific angles that we want to cover. And I'm not aware of another product that exists that has ever done that before.
The concept is phenomenal. There's just nothing like it in being able to design a speaker system that forms to the shape of your room.
The innovative part of Room Match is this ability to select different boxes that have horizontal coverage angles and vertical coverage angles that can be designed in combination with one another to produce a custom solution for each room that we're designing.
Together, these different combinations give you an immense number of permutations to cover what is an incredible variation in venue shapes and seating areas to try to keep the tonal balance, or the frequency response, if you like, the same in every single seat.
We're able to put an array into a room and have virtually seamless coverage vertically from the front to the back, no lobing, and where the coverage cuts off, it's gone.
That was the key. Being able to paint audio information onto a floor without putting excessive energy on walls and ceiling spaces that take away from the intelligibility and clarity of the sound.